Hi, everyone. Just to let you know, we're going to be starting in about 2 minutes. We're just waiting for some late stragglers to come in and get all logged in. We look forward to presenting to you shortly. Well, good morning and good afternoon to everybody here in the US and across the way in Europe and across the world. Thank you for joining Need for Viz's webinar presentation. Today, we're going to be talking about exporting dynamic HTML from Webi to everyone, anywhere, at any time. And introductions, my name is Michael Trickey. I'm the U.S. Enterprise Account Executive, and joining me today is going to be our co-founder, Jerome Millard. And with that, I'm just going to go through a quick rundown of our agenda. Today, I'm going to be making a quick intro to information. It's N4V for solution. It's fast and it's for you. And we provide a powerful exporting HTML demo that's going to be conducted by Jerome Millard. It's a very powerful and useful feature. And then I will be wrapping up the presentation, just talking about N4V projects. Be happy, it's easy. And then we'll cap it off with a question and answer session. So if anybody in the audience has any questions they'd like us to answer throughout the presentation, feel free to put in a chat, and we'll be glad to go over them with you at the end of this presentation. And with that, we'll get the ball rolling. Now, who are we? We're Need for Viz, and we're experts in data visualization, dissemination of data, as well as the business object environment. We have over 20 years, our co-founders who created this company have over 20 years experience each with business objects. We are a SAP Analytics Solutions partner. N4V, it's a solution that's fast and for you. We can make your reporting much more efficient and cost effective. And we're easy to add on to SAP Webi. This is the add-on no-code solution. Virtually, we're plug and play. We offer over 50 reporting widgets. And we provide key features and data visualization components. Cartography will allow you to work with online and customize maps and plans. We provide a robust data analysis feature, as well as our exporting feature that allows you to export reports into HTML, which Jerome is going to go through a quick demo shortly. Now, what we do, N4V really does increase the Webi experience. We take business objects reporting component, Webi, and we supercharge it with capabilities that it's never had before. And we do this through providing you a data analysis feature. As you can see here, this component turns just basic static numbers from a pivot table or a spreadsheet into really a storybook. We give the ability to put numbers into graph on quick as a fly, as you can see here. It has the ability to allow you to convey the points that you're looking to tell through a pivot table with some of our reporting components, as you can see here. Very quick, very easy to use. Next, we have our dashboard table. As you can see here, we turn Webi into a dashboard. And we do that by combining a bunch of different components together, such as our data visualization components, to make your reports really stand out. More importantly, can allow you to have different features such as maps, spreadsheets, as well as race bars to really sell the tale that you're trying to tell with your reports. And these can be done in a matter of minutes versus having to spend a lot of development hours outside of Webi creating it. Also, we offer you ease of use, interaction, and exploration of data with just a couple of clicks to be able to drill down on the key points you're trying to make with your reports. And the great thing about us is that you stay on the same reporting widget instead of having to go back and forth between different reports. That will basically slow down your momentum, but also sometimes cause you to lose track of what you're trying to tell. We eliminate that. Same with our navigation. We allow you the ability to navigate through specific data sets with just a simple click of the button. No more going back and forth between different reports. Everything's done from the same reporting component that you design, very easy within our environment. As you can see here, it's very fluid, very easy to use, but it's going to save you a lot of time. But not only that, of course, at the end of the day, a lot of developmental resources. Also, we provide you a very easy to use mapping solution that allows you to utilize and import online maps, but also customized maps as well. As you can see here, you have the ability to utilize, say, a map of the United States, and with just a simple click of the button, be able to go into California, a specific state, and be able to drill down in specific counties to be able to pull up election information very quickly and easily with just staying on the same report. And quick as a hiccup, you can just actually quickly go to a different state such as Louisiana to pull up the same type of data that you pulled up in a different state while staying on the same reporting widget. Lastly, we provide our HTML export feature. This allows you to pull your reports and send it to anyone outside your business object environment without having to incur any type of additional licenses to do so. And Jerome's going to be going through a quick presentation with that, a demo with that in just a few minutes. And at the end of the day, what we do is that we add power to your business objects reporting solution. And at this point, I would like to be able to hand over the reins to this presentation to my counterpart and co-founder, Jerome Willard, who's going to be going through a demo of exporting HTML within Webi. And with that, Jerome, please take it away.
Thank you, Mike. Yes, welcome everybody. So today, why we are going to speak to you about the HTML export is because we have some use cases by our customer that find this feature really interesting. And what do they do with that? We have some example that we've listed here. So we have some that distribute individual customer data through HTML export to everyone, because with HTML export, you are not anymore in Webi and you are able to export the data that are stored in Webi outside of Webi. So you can distribute as much data as you want outside of your Bobji environment. We have some customers, some clients that are using HTML export to steer their commercial performance to each business area at any time. It means that they are going to provide the information to the commercial people to give them the analytics of their business area, and it's available at any time because it's on a website. So as soon as the website is available, then the data are there. We have one of them, more than one of them, but some of our clients that are following their production everywhere, and this will be a use case that we are going to demonstrate. And we have others that are using the export HTML to automatically update their company website. It means that they are able to export their Webi content to their corporate website. Okay, and to show you that, I suggest to demo it. So I'm going to share my screen. You can see my screen now. And here you have an example of a dashboard that is made of N4V element. So you have this part, you have this other part of the dashboard. And what we want to achieve here is to export this part of this report. It's a kind of matchup because we don't want to export the whole report. Of course, it's possible, and we will show it to you after. But for now, we just want to export this part of the report. So for that, we've prepared an HTML export tab in which we have all the data here. And here we have some section for crew A, B, C, D. So just to give you an idea of what we are doing is the export of tons of coal in a mine, and we want to see the production for each crew. So once said, we can have a look at the export HTML that was provided. Okay. And here I'm on the website. I'm not anymore in Webi. And when I'm selecting crew A, B, C, I can see the data. I can navigate. I can zoom. I can use the chart the same manner as it works in Webi. I can full screen it. I can do exactly the same. But I'm not anymore in Webi. And to demonstrate what we can do and how easy to use to update it and to modify it, I'm going to make a quick demo of how it works. So here I'm going to turn into. Here you can see all the N4V components, more than 50 that are available in Webi, and I'm going to select a radio button. Okay. Here you can see the radio button now, and I have some customization available. So what I'm going to do is add the all value on first position. I'm going to apply, and I can see now I have all crews A, B, C. Now, if I refresh my chart, I can see that the selection list was turned into a radio button. I can continue, and now I want just to update the chart for individual crew, so A, B, C, D. What I'm going to do is also a turn into, change it to a sparkline. I'm going to modify my timeline to a sparkline, going to add some information. Okay. And I'm going to start with a month. It will be more readable. Now, what I want to do is to sort on the month number to start with July. So I'm totally integrated into Webi. I don't have any code offline. And now I'm going to use my options to update. So I don't want a precision of the measure. I want to change the color to orange, and I want to increase the size of my mini chart. So I'm going to apply it. Okay. I'm going to apply it. Okay, and now I'm a chart, and I can select a curved area. Okay, so what it means now, if I understand, when I'm going to connect to my website, it should be updated with the new component that I've selected. So for all crews, I keep the same, but for crew A, B, C, D, I have the data that were updated. So okay, crew D also. Okay, and what you can see here is that our elements are responsive, because here I have a small element, but what is taken into account into the HTML export is that it's adapted to the size of the iframe that was designed by the web designer. Okay, and all what we do is schedulable. So it means that you are able to use the schedule to update your data automatically. So what I'm going to show you now is to launch the schedule of the first report without my changes, and I'm going to schedule it. Just schedule, and I'm going to wait the schedule to start and to be success. And when it will be success, I will have the initial state of my HTML export. It means that it's going automatically update the files with the initial view. So if I click on all cruise here, I get, and now I have again the and the list also. Okay. So now let's go to another example. I'm going to open a document that we are using, that we used in our latest webinar. This dashboard is made of, is the sales analysis of electric vehicle by state, county, and brand. And what we've done here is that we exported it to HTML, the full export of the report to HTML. So I'm going to click on the link here, and it's going to display it on a web apps, okay? What I can see is that if I select another year here, and if I select another year here, of course, it displays the new year. Now I can select Florida, I can select Palm Beach, for example, I can select Broadward, okay, and I have the data. Now, if I compare to what I have into Webi, can do exactly the same. So I'm going to click for 2020 up and to this one, and I have exactly the same data. I can switch to full screen here. Okay, and here I'm going to switch to full screen. Here I can do the same, switch to full screen, and I have exactly the same behavior. Now I'm going. What we can do in addition to that, we spoke about N4V element responsiveness. So if I'm going to close this, and if I resize my web page, you can see that it automatically adapts to the size of the screen. And of course, it continues to work the same manner. So if I select another North Carolina, for example, it's going to adapt and to show me the North Carolina and all the information related to that. So with that, you are able to see how responsive and how adaptive it is. Okay, I'm going to close this. And now we are going to speak about a use case from one of our customers. We spoke that some of them are using N4V to follow their production. That's what we are going to see here. So it's a cruise boat maker, and the company needs to follow how the construction site is going. So to keep in mind that we need 3 months from the first plan to the final shipment of the cruise boat to build it. So it means that they are following the delay, the milestone, and the deliverable very efficiently. They really need to know if they are late or not. So they've built this report, and when you click on this, you will have some details about the section. But when they've done that, they say that they would like to distribute the information outside of Webi, because some of the users are not able to connect to their computer because they are not on site, they are in the boat, so they need to have the information outside. And it's the power of the export HTML, because with our solution, they are able to put it outside of Webi. And here I am on an application that they've built using the Webi report. And now they are able to get the information outside of Webi. So if I click here, I will have exactly the same behavior that what I have in Webi. I have the same element, and I can continue to analyze the data just by clicking on the different items. Here I have a filter. If I remove it, okay, I can click on milestones. What is important here is that you can see customized map, so an offline map that they use to follow the building, the construction of the boat. And when you click on a name here of a reservation owner, then you can see all the reservation that are assigned to these people. And if you want, you can reset the selection. And here you have another way to drill into the data, and you can click here and see what are the people involved in the reservation. Now, if I want to filter, of course, I can select A and D, and I will A and D here, and I can use the element as it works really in Web Intelligence. Of course, I have all my elements that are still available in terms of hide or unhide. And here it's another view. And if I want to zoom, I keep the zoom available. And if I want to remove some information, I can do it. Okay. Now, what I suggest is that I show you some other the reason why they've done this. And in addition to that, it's possible to have the export, the HTML export is available also on SharePoint. So what you can do is here, for example, we are going to connect to a SharePoint Online, and we have a sample, one of our sample that is available. So you can, with N4V, export to HTML to SharePoint, and it works like it works on a traditional website, exactly the same manner. Okay. In addition to that, we have some samples that we can show you that are delivered with our product. And I think this one is really interesting because it shows you how you can compare two states and 2 years. So if I select Florida in 2019 and New York in 2019, I have the ability to compare the data directly into the HTML application. Now let's switch to the exports of what we've seen previously is the HTML export of the mine, the analysis of all the crews in mine. And what we can do is that we can integrate this HTML export into a PowerPoint presentation. So what you are seeing at the screen now is the export that was done, and you can see that you can continue to analyze the data, to play with the element exactly the same way as you were able to do it on the website or in Webi, and you can have access to the data that build the report. So you have all the information, and with that, you can use this kind of presentation into a management committee, into any committee where you need to make some decision or to present some data. So that's a very wonderful feature. Why do we use the export HTML? Why our customers are using export HTML? Because of response time, because all the HTML is pre-generated. So you can see when I click, it's instantaneous, and it's a real cool feature of HTML. And it's easy access because as soon as the user is allowed to see a URL, then he has access to the data. It doesn't need to make any additional connection. It doesn't need to connect to Beo. It's responsive. As I showed you, we can resize the screen, and the components are automatically adapted to the size of the screen. It's resourceless because if you don't connect to Webi, then you will keep some resources because some of your team will be able to get the information outside of Webi, and so no more need to connect to Webi. In case of mobility, it's really interesting because they will be able to access the information when they are not on site, because if they have access to the URL, then it's okay. And you can use the matchup. So it means that you are able to take some part of the report and aggregate them in the same report. So if you have some data coming from different sources that are not in the same Webi report, with the matchup, you are able to aggregate all in the same report. And what you can see with HTML export is only available with N4V. There is no other product that is able to do the same. So it gives you a lot of capabilities by using the HTML export. Okay, thanks for me. I'm going to give the hand to Mike.
Thank you, Jerome. Amazing demonstration. Thank you. And I just want to add on to what Jerome had said. I mean, this is an immediate quick win. This is an immediate return on your investment. You get up and running right away with us. We're going to save you a lot of time with your reporting, save you cost. No more having to use extra concurrent licenses and sending out report data. That's unlimited with us. We can provide you with compliance for digital sustainability. We work with both Windows and Linux operating systems. We work with both on-premise and cloud capabilities. And we're 4 times faster in adoption compared to other data visualization products. We offer 6 reporting releases per year as far as upgrades we make. And not only that, easy training. We can get you up and running within a half a day. Odds are, if you know Webi, you know for N for V for Webi. Also, I'd like to point you to our website at needforviz.com and be able to take a look at our demo site where you can actually play around with all their reporting components and be able to see what the data looks like inside of them, so that you can bring what Jerome did to kind of practice on your own. But of course, we're always available to be able to do a kind of a one-on-one specialized demo for you as well. And at the end of the day, Need for Viz, N4V for Webi really makes business objects power business objects. And with that, I'd like to be able to have us start entertaining some questions for our Q&A session.
Okay, Mike. Thanks for this presentation. And I see that we have some question in the chat. When distributing data in these reports, is it secure? My plan would be to share the HTML as part of an email push to clients. So it will be secured if you secure it by with your IT team, for example. You can use some web feature that allows you to secure the access to the URL. But if you want more information on that part, feel free to reach us, and we will explain you how you can achieve what you need to do. What is the release on which N4V is working? It starts with 4.2 SP3. So this was another question. How much does it cost? So, it depends. So just the price is done with the number of SAP BI license that you have, and the kind of offer that you want. Do you want Pro, Premium, Platinum, and how many licenses do you have on your Webi platform? So I suggest also to contact us, and we will be glad to inform you about your personal case. Any other question? Is the report HTML resource intensive? And does the HTML export allow me to export the entire report? Okay. So to answer that question, the HTML is no resource intensive, as it's going to generate on the fly the number of HTML export you need. So it's and we are based on a real-time technology, which allows us to deliver a big number of HTML files really quickly and without adding any big amount of big request of resources on the server. Does the HTML export allows me to export the entire report? So you need to export the N4V element one individually. So, and it's why you are able to rebuild the full report by using this capability. Another question: if a schedule refresh every 15 minutes, will that be picked up on the website that will host the HTML export on? Yes, that's yes, Alan. If you once it is refreshed, then it's automatically exported to the website. So it's quite a real time. Of course, if the data are updated so regularly. Okay, maybe any other question? That is fantastic. Thanks, Alan. So if you don't have any other information, maybe that I think that maybe some other. Is data refreshed with presentation mode? Yes, of course, of course. When if you select to update the data when you are in presentation mode and you are connected to your data, then of course it will be updated. You need at first have website and you integrate SAP-BO on it. Yes and no. It depends what you want to mean. In fact, you can export. You don't need any website to export as HTML because you can generate the HTML in a dedicated space, and after that you need to have a website to show them. So either you have a SharePoint web server, either you have an Apache, if you have something to display HTML file, then you are able to show them. I think there are some new comments. Yes, thanks, Alan. Okay, so okay, Jean-Marc, it's okay, great. Okay, thanks a lot again for your time, for attending this session. We hope that you learned a lot of things about Need4V, N4V, and HTML export, and we'll be happy to discuss with you after this event to answer any question you may have, and we'll send you a quick survey to get your input. Thanks a lot again, and talk to you soon.
Thank you. Yes, and any questions, please send to info@needforviz.com. So,
thank you, everybody.
take care.